What is up, my pizzas? Cory Vincent here, and you are listening to a new episode of Videogame BANG, Sacramento's #1 geek and gaming podcast, and we're the world's 14th best podcast in the world, as told by some random list we found on the internet. So thank you, random list.
You are never gonna let that go.
I mean, I want it on my gravestone. Like,
I hope they come out with a new version and we're like 15.
no.
Just to fuck with him.
Only after he dies.
I'd write to them.
You heard his voice. This is the second time on the podcast. The first time I get to share the studio with him. Yes. He is my shuru. He is my shoe
pie.
Shoe pie. There we go. Taylor, what is up, man?
Not much. Just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
You got I always see you wearing that shirt.
This is the second time you've seen me wear this shirt.
Always see it. It seems like every time. Show me, what is it again?
It's the silhouette of my friend Kid Kerrigan's dog.
Nice. All right. He's also on the show. He's wearing his Twitch hat, and I'm trying to be descriptive for the people who listen.
Audio?
Yeah, for the audio people. David Webb, what's up?
What's up, everybody? It's chilling.
That's what he was doing. You can't be doing that too.
No, all right. Hang on. I'm chillaxing. Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Emmaskies. Let's just move from that.
My name is Dave, and I also like to party.
It's exactly.
There's two.
You missed the last show. How was the airport?
It was crowded.
All right.
It actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, so it would have been a bad time to be here.
You've been busy. You've been super busy with your charity fundraising streams for Millie. How's that been going?
Good, really, really good. It was a really long stream on Friday, and I kind of wanted to die, but we raised a lot of money. We did a lot of good. I didn't die.
So what was the thing? Because I tuned into your stream the other night, and you have to make like 100 boxes or something.
Oh,
like, what is this? Is this tied? Is this all connected?
No, so I started doing this last year, and it's this thing where for the month of Christmas, because Christmas is obviously a whole month.
Yeah.
Right.
Which starts as soon as you finish Thanksgiving dinner. It's Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
So every $10 that gets donated within that, between then and the end of the year, I make a little handmade box, and it goes under the tree. It's like a little gift box. It's got their name on it. And I was like, oh, this is super cute. Until I had to make like 170 of them.
Yeah, I did a little exclamation point uptime and saw you were live for about 4 hours. And
just making boxes. And I only got through 30.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So at this rate, you'll be working until next Christmas.
I will never be done. I will never
10?
catch up.
Yeah. What else has been going on? You've been selling prints now?
Selling prints, that's going well. Things are moving along.
Things seem very good in the Emmaskies. You seem very
hustling.
You've been glowing since you walked in here. You gave me a little bit of shit though for my trees, and
I did. Your fucking fake trees.
I don't know why you have this anger towards fake trees. I thought of all people you would be able to appreciate it since it's doing my part in not destroying the environment.
Go cut down the trees. Go cut them down.
Only when it benefits you.
Have you ever gotten a real tree? Like gone and cut down a real tree?
No.
It's kind of cool.
Who does that?
Even if you don't get it yourself, like go to a tree farm, you get to explore the farm, you get to find the best tree, because it's got to be really tall, but also it has to be really full. It can't be tall and like not have a lot of leaves on it or a lot of needles. You got to get one that has
we call that the
good
supermodel tree.
Fullness.
No
Charlie Brown trees.
It seems like when it comes to Christmas trees, you go 180 on all of your beliefs, because you want us to trash the environment and judge things solely on their appearance right now.
Yes.
She didn't even think about that.
It's just once a year.
Seems inconsistent. It seems inconsistent.
You're a phony. That's what it is.
I think who?
Emma.
Oh yeah, I think
Emma's
she's a phony.
Well, your mic's off, so.
Is it?
No, he's just not talking into it.
I gotta talk like this.
There
I'll
you
lean
go.
way
There he
into it,
is.
apparently.
There's my guy.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You got to get lipstick on that
Who
mic.
are we sponsored by?
We're sponsored by Oblivion Comics and Coffee, Sacramento's #1 spot in Sacramento for comics and or coffee. Hopefully getting that liquor license pretty soon. Then they're going to be Sacramento's #1 spot for everything.
It might even
Shots. That's what they're going to be the #1
Yeah,
spot for.
yeah, that'd be the
So
#1
throw that
spot
in there.
in Sacramento. And then also we're brought to you by Mainframe GG. Really good clothing, right?
Yes. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. Actually, this is a special edition shirt. I don't know if you can buy it on.
No, you can't, and I'm pretty tilted
I
because
want it.
that is a good one. And then just this brand new, we just found out a couple days ago, we are going to be at the Sacramento Gamers Expo as featured guests. So if you're in the Sacramento, Northern California area and you want an afternoon of fun and laughter, you can go to this event. They bring out the celebrities for this one. They got Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy.
Yep.
We worked with him in the past. Joey Ferris. Our very own. There? Yeah, he's going to be there as a guest too. So we've seen that kid climb. So come hang out with us. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. Are you going to be selling prints? Can you? Do you have that capability?
I had not thought. What day is it?
The 9th.
No.
So you have like 2 days.
No.
Okay.
2 days? What day do you think it is?
I don't know if you...
What?
Do you know...
People who are listening...
I'm not putting in the print order until the 8th. So
just overnight them for like $600.
No.
We got you. What else was I going to say? Oh, and then finally, before we jump into the gaming news, the last thing is if you listen to the show week in, week out on one of the many podcasting platforms that we are on, we encourage you to stop by our Twitch, twitch.tv/videogame_bang. You can hang out, watch us live, and then the best part is you catch bloopers before we go live and even after. Don't we? Yeah, we catch some big bloopers.
Yeah.
Only when Webb decides to show us really ridiculous memes seconds before we go live.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my thing from now on, so just prepared.
Oh.
No one's going to look now.
You've already started at such a low. I don't want to see what's going to happen in the next few weeks.
Oh.
And then, of course, the after show. And then just the inverse to that. If you are a person who watches the show live on Twitch, we love you already. But you can listen to past episodes of the show by downloading us on iTunes. We're on, what's the other big one? Spotify.
Yeah.
We have a Spotify, people.
We have a Spotify.
You search Video Game Bang into that search.
That's how I listen to the show.
That's how
I only listen through Spotify.
Yeah.
Well.
It's the easiest way.
It's like when Spotify announced it, they were really exclusive on who they let in.
It was a pain to try.
It was yeah, and then finally we made the case, got through, and it actually significantly helps. A lot of you bastards are on there, so thank you guys for all the Spotify bastards.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, you know
right.
that. Emma, my soundboard is dead. So
oh no! I'm so upset. This is a horrible
Do you remember what
day.
happened last time he said his soundboard was dead,
I swear
right?
to God, I'll kill all of you.
Join it live!
Curtis, come
I
on!
will kill all of you.
Curtis comes from the rafters.
He steps out from the curtain behind me, strumming his guitar.
There's a fucking fog machine out in the hall.
Now you know where the bar is, though, because the bar has been set.
Well, you know.
Emma.
Oh, you are full of shit.
Is telling the news.
Why is that note drawn out for so long?
Listen, that's the shortest theme song I've ever created, so I was really hoping you'd be grateful.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Shorter.
That is an appropriate theme song of length.
I think so too. Let's listen to it again. Just to
Oh
make
my
sure. Here we
God.
go. Emma.
Oh, you did it! I don't even have my headphones on. I know you did it.
Is telling the news. Nah, that was.
I don't even want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess I'll do it. So I like this one just because I have a funny name for it, and this is all about the Fallout 76 BAG-lash.
Oh my God. You know, of all the sounds I don't have on this thing, I don't have a bad joke thing.
I'm pretty sure you do,
we have
because
a
I'm pretty sure I
command.
made a command for it.
We have a command for that. Nope.
You know what? I'll take it.
Go into the chat.
Hush.
The chat bot, and click on bad joke up at the top.
All right, I'll pull that up in a bit.
Anyway, if you guys are on Reddit, you've seen this because it's everywhere. I think I kind of saw the post last night, and I kind of scrolled by, and I was like, oh, that's a weird thing, and then I forgot about it, and then I woke up this morning, and it's fucking everywhere.
So, for those uninitiated, what exactly is this?
So, Fallout 76, which is already kind of a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
As far as its release and its reviews and itself. So the $200 collector's edition of this game comes with, like the Power Armor edition comes with, the big helmet and a nice like pretty sick canvas West Tech bag.
Yeah.
Except that it doesn't.
Wait, what?
So the promotional graphics, Canvas West Tech bag. The official store website, the Amazon listing, all says Canvas West Tech bag. People are starting to get them in, and it's this like trash nylon plastic bag.
Oh, like those ones you get for like your groceries and stuff. Oh no.
Worse. Thinner.
Even thinner, because they're like, this doesn't need to hold
It's like
milk.
those terrible backpacks you get at every con that are like just drawstrings on them. Yeah, it's garbage.
So, one Redditor in particular allegedly reached out to Bethesda and kind of was like, "Hey, this isn't a canvas bag. This isn't what you advertised. This isn't what you said it would be. You know, I paid a lot of money for this. What are you intending to do about this?" And allegedly, there are debates on whether or not this is real or not. The email he got back said, quote, "We are sorry that you aren't happy with the bag. The bag shown in the media was a prototype and was too expensive to make. We aren't planning on doing anything about it." So basically, it was a prototype. We didn't test it before we tried it, and our bottom line is more important than giving you what we said we would give you. Bye!
Of course.
Does that line up with past Bethesda? I mean, has Bethesda ever had something like this?
Where they gave you a game that wasn't what they promised it would be, like Fallout 76?
You could just go backwards through their catalog.
I was just to say, had something to this extent where they had to come out and like release a statement. Like, I'm just wondering if that coincides with past similar statements.
I don't know why this is so hard for these game companies. Didn't the same or worse happen with Batman? Remember they started advertising you'd get like an actual remote control car, and then I remember we were at E3, and then the news broke. Oh, by the way, no car thing. They refunded everybody at least.
See,
so it's
there's
like,
that.
That was like different, but like why is this so hard? You know, people are gonna don't write checks that your ass can't cash.
Isn't there a legal side to this?
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, can't you get a class action lawsuit for fraudulent advertising or refusing to deliver based on what you paid? The graphics still say Canvas, and the Amazon listing still to this day says Canvas bag. The official website now says nylon, but a cached version of the website shows that only changed like a week after it came out. So like yesterday.
I'm looking at the images here that people are posting in outrage, and they have a right to be outraged.
It's a piece of shit.
This thing looks very, very cheap.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the helmet looks pretty shitty too.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't even think I paid attention to it because I just saw the
I was just
bag.
paying attention to the bag. Yeah.
I saw the picture just like everyone else of the original, like the Power Armor edition, and you know the commercial, the ad that they showed, and this piece of shit that I'm looking at is definitely different. Like the headlamp part looks like more of a muted where it could actually be like a bulb, and then it's just some bright yellow paint spot on this other one.
Yikes.
And I've seen, you know, they should have like had a cosplayer do some of the shading on the helmet too. Like it looks like trash, honestly. This is very upsetting.
Yeah, it's real bad. So that email in particular is kind of in dispute. A lot of people are saying that it's fake, and a lot of people are saying that it's real, and nobody can kind of agree. A much more easily provable email that somebody got back from Bethesda says that due to unavailability of materials, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case. Which, in what world is canvas unavailable?
And nylon is available?
Yeah. How much canvas do you need
Oh.
that you couldn't?
We ran out of cotton. So we used plastic.
Damn. Hang on. Breaking. As of 7:21 p.m., Fallout tweeted out from their, it's a verified Twitter. We understand and respect that there is disappointment with the bag in the Power Armor edition. We are sorry. Please contact Bethesda support to provide proof of your CE purchase. They will assist in granting your account 500 atoms.
So you get in-game currency.
You get in-game currency, which I
That's
heard,
a fucking slap
Ouch.
in the face.
Ouch. Just twist the blade.
That is insult to injury, salt in the wound.
I don't know, but maybe these are really expensive. How much is that, like IRL dollars?
same.
Sounds like $5.
same as
Just
the
sounds cheap.
difference between unicorns and leprechauns. I really don't know.
I hope it's more than like a $4.99 thing.
Yeah, 500 is $4.99.
Yeah.
That would suck. I wouldn't be surprised. Although I did hear that they're doing the same thing for people who, because Black Friday the game went on like 50% off, and there were people who bought the game like days before, full price. And there are rumors that they are sending in the email saying like, "Yo, like I bought this game like yesterday, and now it's 50% off," and they're doing the same thing.
Here's 500 atoms.
Here's 500 atoms. They're just throwing atoms at you like they're candy.
It's like
Well,
it has
doesn't
no
cost them
value.
anything. It's in-game currency that doesn't mean anything.
It's a PR thing.
They're like, here's some Bitcoin, but it doesn't actually do anything. It does less than real Bitcoin.
What was it on the office? Shroot bucks.
Shroot bucks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you 100 Stanley nickels if you never talk to me again.
They could have given everybody infinity of those coins, and I don't think it would have made a damn difference.
No. So that's a slap in the face.
500 atoms is $4.99.
Oh my god!
They're worth less than bits.
Damn. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. You know, on Video Game Bang, we don't take these like atrocious acts towards gamers. So let it be known, anybody out there who got the canvas bag, the shitty one,
Nylon.
Video
Nylon
Game
bag.
Bang, nylon ones, is gonna give you 1 million bang coins.
That's a banger right there.
I'm sorry, guys. I've just committed us to it, but we're doing it. Just send us proof of purchase.
Send us the
The
nylon
fine print is
bag.
that 1 million bang coins is worth
A nylon bag.
90 cents.
It's worth a nylon bag now.
Yeah.
Oh, Webb's over here looking at the picture. It's shit. It's
Yeah.
real bad. I see the
Well,
light though. That
yeah,
is
right?
garbage.
So-
Oh, sorry.
It looks like a sleeping bag you left in the attic for too long.
It does. 100% does. But because I saw that earlier, but once Cory mentioned the helmet, I had to look that
Oh, the
up.
helmet's awful.
That looks like something
good
that you would
God.
buy at Target.
Whoever
by
made the
Mattel.
Titanfall 2 Collector's Edition helmet did it right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still kind of cheap, but you can't
It looks-
mass-produce quality helmets.
Right.
But
Because those are supposed to be wearable,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when they announced that, I was excited for the people that are getting it because I got the Halo 3 Special Edition that comes with the giant life-size Master Chief helmet, and my biggest gripe with it is that it's not wearable.
Right.
I would much rather have my non-wearable good helmet than that piece of shit.
This is the one that you,
it's like solid on
you
the inside,
open
right?
and it
And there's
like
like a
fits
game
the game in
case.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat one. I remember that.
That's bomb.
Those are the good days. Well, I'm really upset. Bethesda, what are you doing to people? Don't tarnish your name with these shitty online-only games. Go back to just making the good stuff. Like that's all we need. We don't need you to expand. Just have one fucking badass company that makes good game after good game. Quit experimenting.
Don't
CD
evolve.
Projekt Red already
Stay
exists,
exactly the
man.
same.
Yeah, they're already doing everything you want to do.
Let them pioneer. You just stay stationary.
Yes.
You know what? I heard the best explanation for why people are so angry about Fallout 76, because a lot of what you'll hear is that from people that are defending the game are saying, well, they're giving people what they want. This is everything people said they wanted in a Fallout game. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but they wanted it in addition to what they already had, not instead
Not
of.
instead of.
They took
Right.
all the things that people wanted added to a Fallout game, gave them that, and then took away the Fallout game.
Right.
Took away the Fallout.
Just, you have both the pieces, just put them together. I believe in you.
To be honest, though, it was it's been a nice meme to fall back on. Like, if nothing else, the Reddit
To
posts.
fall out on.
Oh, Emma got one. Put it on the board. Hey!
You get one more. You get one more of those.
She will hit you,
I gotta
and
spend.
it will hurt.
We have some sad news, folks. Steven Hillenburg passed away.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd be remiss. I mean, we gave Stan Lee some love, but arguably, like the things Steven Hillenburg created. What?
No, I know that.
Wait, what?
I love that it was audible though. That was the best
He gave me a look
part.
like he didn't know what we were talking about.
My look was concerned because I thought you were going to say something along the lines of like arguably he was more influential than Stan Lee. And
Wait,
I was waiting for you to say that.
I mean, he is. You don't think so?
Oh, cut off his mic.
What?
Cut it off.
Wait a
Anyway,
minute.
unplug it,
Hey,
unplug it.
There's
wait
the
a
look.
minute.
There's the look. See?
Really? I mean, let's not compare.
I got half
the
this
two.
hardware at my house. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to see that shoe clock.
Oh yeah.
The creator of SpongeBob, I believe Rocko's Modern Life too. Was it? Is that accurate? Is that accurate?
I have no idea.
Jimmy the intern needs to check on that.
Yeah, we'll get Jimmy the intern on that one. But
This is what happens when things aren't in the notes.
I'm sorry, I went off the script. I flipped the script. But it was pretty cool to see the outpouring. Like, he was an icon. Like, 90% of the GIFs used on Twitter are always SpongeBob somehow.
That is true.
So,
Still not more influential than
People liked his show, I guess.
You didn't
like SpongeBob?
I don't like SpongeBob.
When's the last time you watched SpongeBob?
When I was old enough to watch SpongeBob 20 years
That's
ago.
every age.
It's one of those shows to me where it was funnier when I was an adult than it was when I was a kid.
It's way better as an adult.
Is it better as an adult or is it better as a high adult?
Just as an adult.
Just call him A, let's call him B. I thought that the episodes, though, like, it's probably funnier now watching it as an adult now, but the episodes that were on when we were younger were probably the better ones. I saw, like, a more recent one, like, a couple years ago, and it was just dumb to me. I don't know if different writers or what.
Because you're a grown-ass man.
No.
It's not made for you.
That's not it.
Wow. We need to get some men's rights activists on here to curb some of this hate speech I hear.
Yeah, that worked out real well for you last time.
Damn! Emma's on fire tonight, guys.
So
stay out.
Bring us back up then. I brought us down with the loss here, but bring us back up. There's got to be some good news.
We have some good news. So we've talked before. I think the last time I was on the show, we talked about Nintendo and how they're kind of known for being a dick about copyright kind of stuff.
Oh my God, we got into this one, and the more I think about it, the more you are so wrong. But continue.
Anyway.
Oh man, no, hang on. Let's unpack this. I want to know.
No, we have limited time. So one of the reasons, or one of the things that they have been very, dickish about with their
allegedly
their copyright
dickish
stuff.
Can we say allegedly dickish?
No. Thank you.
Aggressively dickish.
Is that they had this creators program, which was basically that if you wanted to make Nintendo content, if you wanted to make Let's Plays or tutorials or walkthroughs or anything that had if you said the word Nintendo in a video, they would just demonetize you like that. They would copyright claim your shit. They would demonetize you unless you joined their Nintendo creators program. In which case, the way Polygon explains it is that the program granted registered users 60% of advertising revenue for videos containing content from Nintendo. You would get 60% of your own revenue. The system worked in parallel with a second agreement with YouTube where videos with a certain amount of Nintendo content would be flagged automatically. So they had this whole thing set up where if you wanted to make Nintendo-based content and also make your own ad revenue, you had to go through Nintendo's program, and then they would take a 40% cut of whatever you made, and then you can go on your way and take the rest of your money.
They were also pretty noted for not like trying to take down stuff that they didn't like.
Yes.
Like they would specifically target things saying negative about
absolutely.
Nintendo. Yeah.
If they didn't like what you had to say about their game, if they didn't like the way you played it, they would just bye.
I don't understand in today's world where you can watch the Bethesdas and the Activisions and the Blizzards where they're not like caring about the content. Like, you can stream the content, you can review their content, you can make YouTube videos of their content, and they're not coming after you, and everything is fine, everything's kosher, their businesses are not going under, and yet for some reason Nintendo's like, no, this is blasphemy, you can't do this. I just don't understand their motivation behind it.
And at the same time, a company like Bethesda gets a bag wrong and they get raked over the fucking coals for it. Nintendo's taking a 40% cut of all these creators, and everybody's like, "Yay, Nintendo! Mario! Hey,
it's me!"
I think that's what they use in their corporate meetings when things get a little rough.
When things get too heated between Ted and Dan.
Yeah, somebody was like, we're Mario! And everybody just throws their papers in the air.
So the good news...
Jump on their Yoshi plushies and just run around for a little bit.
The good news to all of this is that they are ending this program. They're getting rid of
that
it.
Money back?
I doubt it. you think Nintendo's giving anybody back pay? No.
No,
they have quite a bit of money.
So I guess as of December, the program will be shut down. They're not taking any new video submissions, any new submissions of any kind. And they say, what does their statement say? It says they're ending the program to, quote, make it easier for content creators to make and monetize videos that contain Nintendo game content.
Oh, welcome to 5 years ago.
Thank
By
you.
not restricting it?
By not restricting it. Yeah.
Hey,
So they take it away, and then they give it back, and they're like,
then-
see how good we are?
Yes! Look at
Yeah.
this problem that we created. We're solving it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I can't defend all of their ideas. I still stick to my guns on the ROM story we did a couple weeks ago. If you missed that episode, it was actually a really good one, and Curtis came up with the most amazing name called Thanksgiving Drama. Get it? Because emulators use ROMs.
Yeah.
I thought it was very clever.
Anyway.
It's pretty good.
I love you, Curtis. He'll be back soon. But all that to say, listen to that episode because it got heated. Got a little heated.
Yeah, so this is a good thing. This is a very good thing because even people that were registered with their program, they would still ding them. They, after the release of Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, Nintendo, quote, also restricted live streaming events even for users who were part of the official program and playing one of the approved games, even if they weren't monetizing that content. They were shutting people down that were following all the rules of their shitty program.
It just doesn't.
I think Persona 5 did something similar where they were
You weren't
going
allowed to
after
stream it.
DMCA. You could stream up to a certain point. It
Oh, yeah, it was like
you
the first
could
couple
not
hours of
show
the game or the
ending
first
of it
chapter or
any
something,
of that.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It was like, yeah, it might be just the first chapter. I've never played a Persona game. I don't have that kind of time.
Who's got time for JRPGs? But yeah, I mean, go Nintendo for getting rid of this shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we
I mean,
celebrating them
Yeah,
for it?
I'm gonna go right back to what you said. Yay for fixing the shit that you caused.
I feel like it's a head nod, like, welcome
Positive
back.
reinforcement works much better than negative reinforcement. So,
You don't have to be negative, but it's just like, yeah, welcome back to reality.
yeah.
Nope.
No?
was into- I was
I
in-
know you were going to. I know.
I
I'm
still
proud of
remember
you.
all the lyrics.
I'm proud of you.
What else we got?
Speaking of stuff that is connected to things we've talked about before, we have another story that's connected to something we've talked about before. You'll remember that we were talking about, again, Fallout 76 and its sales and how its sales were 80% less than, Fallout 4.
Yeah.
There's a
I think I know
whole
where
thing
you're going
about
with
it.
this. Yeah.
So, once again, we have another one. Battlefield 5 sales are down 50%
Oh.
from Battlefield 1. Asterisk. Asterisk.
Wait a minute.
Asterisk.
So we know what the headline is. Now, what's the real story?
Literally the same thing the other one was. It's only UK retail sales.
Oh, no.
So this headline is kind of going around all over the place. Because one of the things that you'll remember is that people were really mad about this game and quote unquote boycotting this game because there was a woman on the cover.
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's
Like,
right.
I'm not going to buy this game. And now those people are kind of like, look, it's down, 50% from Battlefield 1 sales, except that it's not.
I feel like the people coming up with these headlines are always just trying to shape their narratives, and it's not necessarily
Yeah.
always true.
Yeah.
It's shaping a narrative and clickbait because everybody's going to click on that.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to click on that. Nobody's going to click on what would it actually be. The full headline would be Battlefield 5 has sold less physical retail copies in the United Kingdom over 1 week than Battlefield 1 did.
No.
Yeah, but that's not sexy.
That's-
That doesn't grab you.
What happened? I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
That's exactly what that here in chief
Yep.
said.
Kyle,
Yeah.
Scrolling.
Kyle the Blaze in chat nailed it. It's all for the clicks, baby.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's the same thing as Fallout, where people are buying digital games, and this doesn't bring into account digital games. It's only physical sales, and we've seen that year over year over year, digital is overtaking physical.
I think this is. I think Call of Duty's behind this. I think they, whispered in someone's ear that they need a story to keep their momentum up, so that Battlefield 5 doesn't take from what they have, because that's their only competitor, right?
I don't think it will.
I think.
I'll bet you half the people that bought Call of Duty bought it for Blackout.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least. And
Well,
that's
doesn't
me being
Battlefield
real
5
conservative.
have a battle royale mode as well?
Yeah.
I don't think it's at launch. but
They're
it will,
planning
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's gonna have one.
Gotcha.
I saw a similar headline. That was like the big part was
The headline.
Twitch, or not Twitch. Switch is the official, officially the most sold console, and then underneath it was during Thanksgiving weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's one of the Emma
Wasn't the
stories.
Super Nintendo some 150 million units or something insane
Something
like
like
that?
that.
Yeah. It's just some absurd number that didn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
It is definitely Switch season, though. I'm
Yeah.
having
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people coming out of the woodworks telling me, like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a Switch now. Like, I just got a Switch." The Mario, they did a Mario Kart edition, I think.
Yeah.
okay.
And that was what was discounted over Black Friday.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Mario Kart edition.
And
So
then it makes so much sense now with Smash, actually about less than 10 days away at this point.
For sure.
Like,
and so the fact that it sold the most over Black Friday weekend, that is a big deal. You don't have to like inflate that to fake shit.
Yeah, it's still a lot. But I went to Best Buy on Sunday, and they still had their Black Friday deals going on, and they had so many Xbox One X's, Xbox One S, Switch, just like out on the floor, just like pallets of them. I'm like, holy crap! I'm surprised there's so many that have like still.
You're like watching people trample each other to get in on Thursday night, and then you just waltz your ass in on Sunday.
Well, that's what we did when the Switch launched.
That was launch day though.
But there were people who were like camping out, and you and I just like after the show, we're like, hey, let's go see if we can get one.
Yeah, we got kind of lucky.
We just walked in, we're like, yeah, we'll take 2 of those.
Wasn't there some guy in Sacramento that camped out at Best Buy starting on like Tuesday?
Why?
He wanted like some fucking TV or something.
Oh, maybe. That doesn't sound. I mean,
like, what are you doing?
Surprise me.
I don't
what are you doing?
I have so much work that guy could have done at my house, and I would have given him a better TV.
Damn. They did have a really good deal, and I almost walked out with the 4K TV. It was like a 55-inch. It was Insignia, so it's their own brand. But 55-inch 4K smart TV for like mid 300, low 300.
But was it OLED?
No.
No,
it's not worth it.
No.
Hold on for OLED.
I'm so done with the Black Friday stuff. Like, unless you are willing to camp out on a Tuesday to get the the one item that's on the front page,
doorbuster,
then maybe it's worth it to that one person. But for the bulk majority, online shopping is just so OD right now. Like, I could get the same deals just on Thanksgiving, and then they move it. Like, it lost its meaning.
Oh yeah,
there's no Black Friday deals because it's all been
Thursday.
It's all been on sale.
Pre Black Friday.
Yep.
And then there's post Black Friday.
And then there's Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
And then Cyber Week that everybody's starting to do.
Then this bullshit Giving Tuesday. I mean, what the fuck is that?
Where Facebook wanted me to give it money.
Yeah.
And they're like, you give us money and we'll give it to charity. We promise.
Sure.
I don't fucking trust you, Facebook.
I know how taxes work. I'm good.
Have you guys ever camped out? Not just for Black Friday, but for anything. Have you guys ever camped out for anything?
Yeah, for
Depends
the Wii.
For the
I
Wii?
camped out for the Wii, yeah.
Ooh,
really?
How
you feel about
hours?
that? How do you feel about
Loved it.
that decision?
I loved it.
Oh yeah, the Wii actually that was hot when it first came out.
That was the best-selling console of all time.
The motion controls.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking into bowling again.
Yeah, it was fun.
My grandmother was
throwing
bowling
controllers at their
300s. It was nuts.
Have you camped out for anything, Emma?
Not to buy anything, no.
Just.
It depends on what you call camping out. Like, does that mean overnight?
Yeah, overnight. Like you went there the day before something and
with
you
a
stayed
tent
overnight.
Absolutely not.
No, Cory?
I did.
What'd you do it for?
It wasn't really overnight as much as like I knew the store was opening at it was like something stupid like 5, and me and David Ing got there at like midnight.
Okay.
So I mean, technically it was overnight.
I did get the Switch. I did wait in line for the Switch with Jay Gist.
Oh, hey, Gist. But it was for Zune.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Okay, well, I'm gonna reiterate, Emma. How do you feel about that?
Can somebody please clip that if you're
Holy
sitting here in the Twitch chat? I
You
want
can't
to see
beat that.
It was actually a brown Zune, and here's
the brown one too.
Here's
to
the
go with your wallet.
Oh my God!
To match its shitty insides.
You know what sucked is like me and David Ing. No, the Zune was. Shut up! I can go grab it like in the after show.
Zune was dope.
I know exactly where it's at.
Commercial failure, but it was good.
I've never held the Zune. I've never actually.
It's the same one in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, it's in Guardians of the Galaxy too. So.
Oh, so it's cool.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's cool now.
Yeah.
But me and David.
it's in there as a joke, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think. What?
All that was missing was the Nokia N-Gage. That was.
That wasn't a joke. It's cool.
You and David Ing.
We were like 9th in line.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of really cool doorbusters.
Yeah.
And so we wait patiently. The store opens. Everybody goes in, and they start asking everyone, "All right, what were you here for? What were you here for?" And I said, "Zune." Oh no! I was listening from the front. And I could hear the front. They're like, Garmin GPS. GPS was in. So
man!
Whoa! I remember that
yeah!
Everyone's getting Garmin GPS.
Shit.
They're coming to me. I'm getting excited. The person in front of me goes, "I'm here for the Zune," and they're like, "Okay, cool." They hand the guy a ticket. They go to me. I'm like, "Oh, I'm here for the Zune too." They're like, "Oh, we only had one in the store."
No.
Shut up. So wait. You waited in line for a Zune, which is already ridiculous.
Didn't even get a
and you didn't get it
Oh my
because the one person in front of you did.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
The fact that they only stocked one should have told you something.
Oh,
You know
man.
what though? That though is probably a blessing in disguise, because if it came to you and then David and they're like, "Oh, well, we only had one," then what are the two of you gonna do?
Well, he was just there supporting his
Oh,
friend.
he was just
Yeah, he wasn't there for Zune.
He's a
He
good
was-
guy.
He was there supporting his friend's bad decisions. He was enabling Cory.
Enabling,
He was
yeah.
enabling. He was
the hype
enabler.
man. He brought the hype man. Don't talk me out of this.
I was so bummed, and like I got white guy mad, and I was like, "Can you check like the other stores and like tell him I was waiting?"
I
Or
want to
whatever.
speak
Can
to
I
your
speak to your
manager.
manager?
That's white
Speak to
women.
the manager. And they nothing they could do. They're like, "Bro, we only had one."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Can you check the other stores? Like, I'll go over there." And they did, and they're like, "Yeah, there's no other ones."
Because
Damn.
nobody
Yep.
fucking wanted
That's
it.
insane.
Yeah, it was sad. It was
So they met the demand for the Zune.
well, to be
Yeah,
honest,
they more than met the demand for the Zune.
Yikes.
the Zune wasn't even for me. I'd already had my Zune. This was for my wife.
Oh, well, that changes everything. I'm kind of upset you didn't get it then.
This was like,
I'm not. Saved his wife from a Zune.
well, she got one
The
eventually.
Zune was great.
Yeah,
What is wrong with the Zune?
that's why
It's a commercial failure, which is why it's such a joke, but it was really good.
It was sick. It was way better than an iPod. And so when I finally got it, I was like, the only thing that can make this thing better is if they put a phone in it. And so that was a big selling point when they made original Windows Phone. 'Cause
Yeah.
it had the
man.
Zune
It did.
audio player. It was basically a
Oh,
Zune
that's right.
with a phone interface and then those live
Yeah.
tiles at the beginning.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, this is the only thing I'll ever need ever.
This is it.
This is the operating system. It's got my Zune in it. Like, let's fucking go.
Says the guy who is so excited about his iPhone a couple weeks ago.
I still am.
Oh, how the mighty have risen.
I've really made the rounds. I'm a little phone IS whore.
That's the one thing I've camped out for. Is an iPhone.
I thought you were going to say the Zune.
No,
No, I did. Yeah, 2006, right?
For that.
So you just came out
No,
for
the first
everything.
gen.
Oh, the first.
He's like, no.
You're like reminding me of all these things. Yeah,
So no, I
it was crap.
I camped out for the 4, and the only reason why I did is because it was back when you could you had 30 days. Like you signed up for a cell phone, like you get a new cell phone, you have 30 days to return or exchange it or whatever.
Oh,
And I got the iPhone 3G, and which was the second one, and then the iPhone 4, which was the new body style and stuff,
fourth
came out on day 30. So the only way for me to get the new thing is I had to camp out overnight. So
okay.
it was bad. It was cold, but it was bad. It was in Roseville. So
Yeah, I camped
nothing
out for
happened.
the first iPhone, and I was living in San Francisco, and the AT&T network over there was such crap that you couldn't make phone calls, you couldn't get text messages. It was only Edge network too, so it was
Oh yeah.
it was like old internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was crap. It was the
Yeah.
worst thing ever, and my horrible Metro PCS Nokia 8820 or whatever the hell it was. Like the cheapest Nokia.
Oh, yeah.
Worked great.
Yeah,
I could
Metro worked
I
really
could
good
be
in San
on the
Francisco.
Muni underground, still talking on the phone, but the iPhone didn't work next to a tower.
I saw my
Jeez.
favorite tweet of the day said, "I'm floppy disk years old."
Oh,
That's what I get reminded of when we're talking about all this ancient Zune technology. What's the oldest thing you remember, Emma?
I mean, floppy disks are up there because I'm probably the last era of kids where floppy disks was on my back to school shopping list. Like I had to get floppy disks
Yeah.
for school
Oh.
supplies.
Yeah, because schools had no money.
Yeah. I don't know. Laser discs, Betamax.
Okay,
Betamax, the superior video format.
there's got to be something. Do you ever remember life before the internet?
Yeah. Well,
Do you remember? Did you live? Experience?
No,
Did you live, bro?
I vividly remember dial up, but pre-internet, I'm probably too young to either know or care.
I think that's
Probably.
what separates. That's a giant line of division where I don't
Yeah.
even think millennials should be both versions. I think there should be life before the internet, and then they should be their own generation.
right.
And then you got all these fucking kids think they
You're a
know
millennial.
everything 'cause-
Fucking deal with it.
Just because they asked
Higher tier
Jeeves.
millennial.
Do you remember Ask Jeeves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask
you're
Jeeves is
cool.
fucking classic.
All right, you're cool.
You're cool.
She's
You
cool.
remember G-
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, you remember that.
GeoCities?
Is it
Did you ever
not-
build a GeoCities
fuck.
page?
Oh man.
Or Net
Netscape?
Zero?
Oh, I
Net
remember.
Zero
Yeah.
because your parents wouldn't pay for internet? See it ads all the time.
Get off the phone! I need to use the internet.
I remember when because some when you go to Walmart, they'd have like a giant stack, and they were like free.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just take them. You know, the stuff in your bags. I remember my dad being like, "Hey, go grab that stack over there." They're not looking. So I remember lifting like a dozen at a time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Thievery.
lifting?
They're
if it's
great
free?
coasters.
I mean, it's not stealing if it's free. That's,
Yeah.
that's what my dad always said.
It's nuts.
And everything's free if you're stealing it.
I was gonna say.
I had
By definition, it was already free.
I have a bumper sticker that says that.
Do you guys have like weird gift traditions in your families?
White elephant, the normal weird gift tradition. Is that
That's
normal?
That's not weird. I think that's normal.
For a family
Okay.
to do it. Usually
Oh, it's weird for a family to do.
Yeah,
it.
usually it's like a
Yeah.
company thing.
Yeah.
No, that's normal. Oh, family? Oh yeah, that's fucking weird.
Oh yeah, it's like a company thing. It's like when you have a work party.
Yeah, you do a white
You do a
elephant,
shitty
yeah.
white
Yeah,
elephant.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But,
My wife is like in love. She's addicted to the idea of like the surprise of Christmas morning. And so she's always said this, but I've never had to test it, is that like if I somehow found out what I was getting, she would return it. But that's how much
Really?
she is about into
you
the
can use
surprise.
this to your advantage.
No.
If you find out early and you don't like it,
Oh, shit.
But if you do like it, then it's a
Say
high risk,
nothing.
high reward
no,
situation.
just say nothing.
It bit my own ass like yesterday because I was just in the zone. We got like 8 packages, you know, because all the Christmas stuff's starting to roll in. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'll just start opening it and, you know, sorting it, wrap a few, start going through, zip, 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 open one up. It's my Christmas gift.
No.
Oh.
And it's fucking sick.
Did you-
Like, I was like, hey, I don't remember. That's what I. Oh, no!
fuck.
And I checked.
Tape it back up. Tape it back up.
You should have wrapped it.
Fucking Amazon puts their labels right on there, and they use their proprietary tape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I taped it up to the best I could. I cracked under the pressure, and right when she got home, I was like, listen. I almost opened the present and saw what it was, but I didn't, and I taped it. Like I came up with this fabricated lie.
Yeah.
And then she's like, bullshit, because you opened the whole thing. I'm returning it. And she actually returned it on me.
No.
So what was it?
Oh, the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones.
Oh
Shut the heck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or what if the biggest surprise is that she's going to return it and then order a second pair?
That's what I told her to do. I was like, actually, if I don't get those headphones, honey, I'm going to be pissed.
No, keep those. Return everything else.
I don't care if it's a surprise. Honestly, I don't. And I was like, I'll happily wait until the 25th to get them, but
Yeah.
just don't return them. Please don't
Oh,
return
man.
them. And she returned them.
So, somewhat similar situation. When I was a kid, my mom would unwrap the things that like my dad got her, and if it wasn't something that she wanted or she wanted a different color or whatever, she'd go and return it, and then rewrap it
And put it under the tree.
and put it back under the tree, and he had no idea. So come Christmas morning, she would unwrap it, and she would go through the whole Dog and Pony show, be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so great!"
Your mom's a G.
and he would go, "Yeah, I'm glad you like it."
It's like, is that what I bought?
Checking the receipt. That's pretty funny.
That is ridiculous.
Wow, I love how chat is there to make you feel better when you expose yourself to them.
Everybody in
legit.
chat is telling him how amazing those headphones are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your life sucks.
Thanks, guys. I know they're fucking awesome. All right.
They're like little hugs for your ears.
Yeah, that's the best one, Stevenson's.
And they last so long. I have an old pair of Bose noise canceling headphones, and they work like the day I took them out of the box. They've got to be at least like 8 years old.
And their customer support is phenomenal. I'm not even kidding. Like 5 years after I had a pair of noise canceling, they have a really long cord, and I kept rolling over the cord because it was a long ass cord, and I was like, hey, how do I replace the cord or whatever? And they were like, oh, just break the headphones, we'll send you another pair. And I was like,
Holy shit. Okay, so I've had mine for like 8 years maybe. And the only thing wrong with them is that I use them so much that the padding on the inside is all like ripped
Dust.
open and like just
Yeah.
foam. So like I should contact
bug
them
them.
and see if they
Just
can
bug them. I did that with Sennheiser like 2 years ago, and they sent me new ear cup things.
I love those headphones. I made it through college with those because I lived above a bar and it was the only way I could sleep.
Oh my god.
All right, now I feel like really feel like shit. Thank you guys for
welcome.
talking.
David, tell us about your noise canceling
Yeah.
Bose headphones.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. No, I don't. I don't have any.
Phenomenal.
All that to say, honey, if you're listening, please buy them again.
She's not listening to this.
She doesn't listen to this.
They're going to be out of stock.
How do you think my marriage has lasted so long? It's because she does not listen to this show. What else we got in the news?
Red Dead Online. Finally
Yeah.
here-ish.
You're telling me that Rockstar didn't launch its online version of the game flawlessly?
I mean,
No, it's a beta.
technically it's still in beta.
Yeah, technically,
Okay.
and it's only accessible to a certain few. So, like,
Okay.
if you bought the
Ultimate Edition.
Ultimate Edition, which is like, I don't know, the $100 edition, then
It came out yesterday.
Huh? Then you came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you had the Ultimate Edition, it became available yesterday. I think either today or tomorrow it comes out, or it becomes available to you if you played the game on October 26th, which I'm guessing is launch day. Like if you played it the day it came out, you get it on a
Okay.
certain date. It rolls out to
Oh,
everybody.
yeah, you're right. That is launch day because we were at TwitchCon.
Yeah, it rolls out to everybody on Friday.
Yeah.
But yes, Red Dead Online is here-ish.
Seven group posse or seven person posse.
There you go.
There you go. Nailed it. Got there eventually. Which is pretty dope.
We'll fix it in
'cause
post.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. A lot of places, a lot of games only do 4 or 5. Not even 5, 4 or 3 or 4 teams.
So there was a issue when this thing came out with Xbox users not getting access. So like it came out, a lot of people waited all day, and I'm sure many of them were trying to stream it, and the Xbox support thing popped up, and it would not unlock for everybody.
No.
People who bought the Ultimate Edition too,
Yeah.
so they actually bought into this. And then Rockstar had to release a thing and put out a fix, and then basically if you wanted to play, you had to go out and clear your cache. And I guess your Xbox has cookies. You
Yeah.
can clean those out too, and then you could launch it and start playing. But it was a big point of contention on all the Reddits and stuff that people are flipping their shit that they couldn't hop on this game.
Sounds like their alpha went real well.
Yeah.
But that got tested a lot.
So what are people saying? Is it good?
I may have only put in the release dates.
I've heard mixed things. Like some people were saying like it's not flawless. The most common thing is that people are loving the fact that it's a 7-person group that could play together. It's just cool being able to run around in a posse. Some weird shit happening, but overall, I've heard people having fun with it.
What's the cap per like server?
Oh, I
Do we know that yet? How many people have? Because if you have a
No
posse of
idea.
7 and you can only have like 10 people on there, it sucks for the other 3. But if it's like GTA Online, I think it goes like up to 32 or something like that. One of those nice round numbers.
That just seems low to me.
I don't know. Are you gonna hop on the online portion of this, David?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
What are you waiting for? Your posse?
Yeah. Well, and
6
I didn't buy the
friends.
Ultimate Edition, so
Oh.
I'm waiting for Friday. And fuck you.
Wasn't sure if you caught it.
Emma, what do you think? Are you
I had
gonna-
the buffer for a
I mean,
second.
I might hop on the online and see if it's worth playing.
If you don't like the mechanics of the story, they like the only fun in the online part is like that you get to hang out with people while
Yeah.
you shoot things.
And you can just because I don't play. I like the look of GTA Online because I watch a lot of GTA Online like videos. And so if it's just that, but with Red Dead, I might play some of that.
Yeah.
The game's just fucking boring.
I can't wait for the Red Dead RPG streams. Like, you see the RPG streams in GTA where, like, they're
Yeah.
actual paramedics. That's gonna be dope with Red Dead.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
We gotta do that copyright VGB 2015.
Yeah, we got it.
Whew.
All right, what else we got?
See, this is why you should read the notes because then you will realize when we get to the end of the notes,
Oh, well, here we go.
Like right now?
We got some bang bites.
those are like 3 weeks old, but sure.
Do they expire?
We haven't talked about them, so technically, we have a couple little headlines that have been literally sitting on these notes for almost 3 weeks,
All right.
and have just never said them. So
Yeah.
fuck it, they're new.
Yeah.
Abzu has been announced for the Switch.
What?
I heard that.
Oh my
I'm actually
god!
excited about.
I
Even
heard
though I
about
don't
that a
have
couple
Switch.
weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the. Is that the underwater exploration?
Like the
one,
ocean
yeah?
exploration one.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited about that. Not because I have a Switch and I'm like, I get to play Abzu. But for everybody that has a Switch, they can now play Abzu.
Wait a minute.
I have Abzu on the PC and I will still play it on the
So
Switch.
good.
How much?
Especially like because it's portable. You can take it wherever you want. That
Yeah.
is fantastic.
I have never heard of this game.
It's this really like serene, pretty ocean exploration game. It's like there's not a story to it. There's not a point A to point B to it. It's literally like you just explore the ocean.
So it's like No Man's Sky underwater.
It's like the next
Don't
evolution
attach
of
it to that
Journey.
shit.
It's like the next evolution of Journey.
Okay.
It's really good. It's super peaceful. It's very like if you just want to relax and just kind of chill and play a game, just go sit with whales and things. It's actually really good.
How much is it on the Switch?
That's a good question.
Is it really good, or is it just like...
I really enjoy it. I think it's really good.
Because the way you describe it seems boring.
I mean, it might be. If you want a game, if you want like an action-packed game where like you have a clear version of like, I'm going here, I'm doing this, I'm doing these missions, then you're not going to want Abzu.
Yeah, it's not Fortnite.
Abzu is... No, because it's not terrible. It doesn't suck.
Wow. I'll have you know, Fortnite is like the biggest game in the world
I'm
right
sure
now.
it is. People are
200
dumb.
million installs, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. People are dumb.
People are
The
dumb.
masses are, whatever. But no, Abzu's coming for the Switch, which if you have a Switch and you have not played it, I highly recommend it. I don't know if this news has been updated in the last 3
you
weeks.
should get one.
What's that?
If you don't have a Switch, you should get one.
Yes.
It's a colossal
I
failure.
actually love having it on my Xbox because I can just play it on like the big 80-inch TV in the living room. And it's just...
Because bigger screens are better, right?
Yes.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have an 80-inch... No, it would be a humble brag if it were like a good picture quality, but it's not that great.
Oh.
It's HD,
So
but
it's
it's
a
not
Samsung?
4K.
Oh.
That is the most gold-plated problem I've ever heard. It's HD, but
It's not 4K.
it's not 4K.
Actually, more than it not being 4K, I hate that it's not OLED because the blacks on my screen look terrible. Like the darker areas of the screen, you just look like shit.
Wait.
Did you, anybody, let's go into some Netflix news. There's a new movie on there called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Has anybody watched that yet?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my
I
god.
haven't
I've
heard
seen
anything
it.
positive.
I've
You
seen
haven't?
it,
I
and I
haven't,
just
yeah.
skip right over it.
So I haven't even tried.
Oh, what have you heard?
That it was boring and forced.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like it's from the Coen brothers, so you know it's already going to be weird and
Yeah. Right.
going to have a cult following regardless. But it's a collection of like 6 Western stories, like completely separated from each other. The times seem random. Some are like, one is like 6 minutes, and then one is like 40 minutes, and then the other's like it's sporadic. But they're like these little tales from the Old West that are usually really sad. And my wife says it's the worst movie she's ever seen. I can't. She says it's the worst movie she's ever seen, but I thought it was really good. I was just curious to see.
Are you just into the Western stuff because of Red Dead?
No, not even. Like I've always loved Westerns. I think Young Guns is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Tombstone, another super good one. So I love Westerns, and I love Coen Brothers movies. I just was enamored by it, and I just can't understand why everyone hates it.
I don't see how the Coen brothers could make the worst of anything.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Ruru 2 says there was only 3 good stories in Buster Scruggs.
I've literally
50%?
never heard of this.
You've never even
enough.
heard of it?
No.
All right. Well, if you got time and you got a Netflix account, try it.
I have so much else to watch.
What else do you got to watch?
The Haunting of Hill House.
Why?
It's
Handmaid's
Halloween's
Tale
over.
Season 2.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, you need to watch that one.
Yeah.
Sabrina Christmas Special.
What?
The Sabrina Christmas Special.
What is
Oh yeah, December 14th,
Something like that.
something like that. Yeah,
that new Sabrina show?
yeah.
Damn.
Did you watch it? Did you finish it?
No,
I still got to finish it.
I finished it.
I'm 4 episodes in.
You're for it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
In chat, girls with that game say Halloween is never over.
Never over.
It's over. It's Christmas time now. All right, we got one last one. Here we go. This news. Hey, this is actually topical.
Yeah.
I
The
was
others
gonna
were-
let you do it.
Oh, you're looking at the notes. I'm not used to you doing that.
Oh, I felt that one from here.
Sense of beans in the chat.
You have
I'm gonna
some
let that one
pent up
sit for a minute.
aggression.
I
or
played a
something?
lot of Dark Souls today, okay? I'm in a bad place.
She's really pissed about
Why
the
would you
trees.
do that?
Because you're an asshole. PUBG is coming to PlayStation on December 7th. And that is how you can tell how long these little headlines have been on the notes, because that was announced weeks ago.
Yeah, but
So December 7th is the day.
It made just as big of a splash, I'm sure.
It did, yeah.
I'm surprised PUBG is still as popular as it is when a superior game like Call of Duty Blackout
It's
exists.
a significant difference in price.
There is that, because I'm not paying $100 for
Significant.
PUBG.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Facts.
Big truths coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Get fucking wrecked.
I
Not as bad
did.
as you do in Blackout, but
Wow!
Damn!
Good lord!
just keep coming. They just keep coming.
What did I do to you?
Left,
You had
right,
fake
I'm
trees.
on fire tonight.
Next week, you better have real trees in here.
No
or I'm
more
just
Dark
looking at
Souls
you.
on Wednesdays.
Only Dark Souls on Wednesdays.
Damn.
Dark Souls and BoJack. She's gonna be in a really good mood.
On Wednesday, we play Dark Souls.
What Emma doesn't know is that you know how I got this little aromatherapy thing in here?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been logging which recipes I make and weighing it against Emma's.
Are you gonna gas us all? Is there like Rohypnol in there? We're all going down?
What if I told you
that-
peppermint really makes you angry?
We've all built up a tolerance,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, we've been taking it for months to build up a tolerance.
Oh my god. Well, as you can hear, the VGB outro music is playing. Thank God, because I don't think my ego and self-esteem could take any more of this beat down.
Well, it's still the after show.
We got time.
There's still plenty of time.
The off-screen stuff gets way more brutal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, get wrecked, Cory.
That's our tier 3 Patreon. Emmaskies, what are you up to these days?
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is Thursday, I will be streaming some Dead by Daylight with Rachel at Girls Without Game. Friday night or afternoon, we're doing more boxes because I have a million of these to make, and we're finishing up Spyro. We are finishing it.
All right.
100%.
Cool.
done.
What? Anything else?
No, that's kind of it. I'm taking the weekend to finalize some stuff. It's mostly just cleaning my house.
Okay, you looked at me weird like I was supposed to know what that stuff was, and I got.
Finalizing stuff, Cory.
Oh,
Stuff.
the stuff.
Stuff.
Checking boxes, crossing out words.
I know what she's finalizing.
Dotting T's, crossing eyes.
I'm just making more boxes. I'm never gonna be done with these things.
David Webb, what's your stream schedule looking like?
I'm also streaming at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Ooh, double one.
Streaming Overwatch over on Sliver TV.
Hey, the Sliver fam, doing good stuff. How have you been doing? Improvement still happening?
Yeah, I went like 25-3 with a Moira last night and trolled some tanks. I took out like 2 tanks in a Reaper
Oh,
on my own. I just kept teleporting through them, just kept warping. They were getting so mad. They got so tilted.
I love streaming on Sliver because they let people like gamble and bet against you during your matches. So
Yeah.
like as I was playing on my last stream, they kept doing like, is he gonna win the next one?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. And then people were like, okay, he's got to lose soon because
Yeah.
this is Overwatch. So they started betting against me every time, winning, and I won every one of my matches that night. It was
That's dope.
and now both of my accounts are in plat.
Damn.
So I don't have a Smurf anymore. I'm loving the Sliver thing. I'm loving streaming Overwatch and actually like focusing and getting good on it again.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It's a great.
I've
feeling.
seen like we talked about before. Like who knew practice would actually
make you better,
help you improve. Yeah.
who knew?
No, I've seen like a huge improvement in my game like since I've been streaming on them on Sliver and like pretty much every day.
All right, twitch.tv/webslinger1, and then Taylor, what are you promoting, man?
Not a whole lot, you know. Just
good
here to have a
vibes?
good time. Yeah, I'll just keep
Christmas?
myself busy working on Arsenal GG, the best influencer statistics platform on the internet.
It's so important though. Legitimately,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
like there's sponsors are getting smart and they
Yeah.
want to know like the right numbers and what's to be, so if you're trying to sell yourself to an advertiser or something,
yeah.
you got to be loaded with the right numbers.
Yeah, give them the content they need.
Yeah. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. One last plea. You guys have been doing it, and I wouldn't keep asking if you guys didn't keep being awesome. But whether you help us out on the show with Twitch subs or whatever that is, like that's all amazing. But what's helping us the most these days is those rates. If you can go to your iTunes, open up whatever app you're listening to the podcast on, and give us a rating along with a kind word, it goes so far. Thank you guys to the ones who continually do that, and it's been helping. Like the numbers have been looking good, and it's all thanks to our amazing fans. But that's it. That's this week's show. Stay tuned. We hope to see you guys at the Sac Gamers Expo. If you want to get tickets, you can pre-order, get them already at sacgamersexpo.com. For the real David Webb, Taylor, Emmaskies, my name is Cory, saying you've just been banged.
I will never be comfortable with that.